You just put the needle on a really unique record album.
Yeah, I'm looking at the cussy like, give me your money, this gon' be your favorite album. If not, I grab him by the ankles and I shake it out him. That same routine that I'm breaking out, I could've put me inside an insane asylum with Saddam Hussein and Gollum. Manson Osama, drawing pentagrams with Dahmer. In a penthouse rented out for random acts of horror. I bagged your mama as a badge of honor. How else you think I knew that she was scared of anacondas? Anaconda lost her number after I stroked it. I think the kids call it ghosting, I call it, yeah, it was ghosting. Bitch tracked me down, I just blame it on the COVID like don't get too close, miss. Oh, you want me to go again? Alright. Look, I write bars with a quill by candlelight. I'm just playing, homie, I don't have to write. Maybe for the average man, that would be bad advice. So when you see that average man, you tell him that ain't right. But meanwhile, I'ma be a superhuman, rolling sushi out of humans, rolling doobies out of Cubans, rolling with the homies, you just sounding clueless. Get it, stupid? I'm in a four-door Moskvich in Moscow, mobbing deep with a Mossberg. I start a mosh pit in the Moscow. Ow, fucking sew your asshole clothes and keep feeding your dog chow. Cause you're a bitch. Wu-Tang forever though. Yeah.
Good morning, boomers. It's The Voice, your favorite live streamer's favorite live streamer, Satoshi's biggest cousin, The Voice. Champagne Crypto back with another kapump, another kaboom, Crip walking on everybody worldwide. Shout out to Cripmatic Jojo, ADD, the rest of the boomers here in the foxholes of the blockchain battlefield trenches. As FANTOM continues to boom, the markets are warm. It's a kapump out there. I hope you guys are making those gains. Most people are, but you know, some people are making more than others. And I hope you are one of those. Okay, today I want to talk about the top FANTOM DAPPS. Okay, right now the FANTOM ecosystem is warm. It's warming up, and I want to make sure that we're identifying all the potential DAPPS that may gain weight. It's obvious to me that what seems to be a growth in the FANTOM ecosystem, we may want to look at the smaller cap coins and perhaps throw some bags at them. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about several of them. Shout out to Gold Fuchsias. He says Woody Track. Yeah, that's the new one by Shoddy. He's about to drop that one on his new Mosfetch Part 2. So, keep tuned in. Make sure you on Spotify, YouTube, all the networks. They're out there. Stay motivated. Stay charged up. And stay giving pure gratitude out there. Go ahead and turn off these coins. Share my screen out here. 1 inch. Shout out to 1 inch. 1 inch has been the top AMM as far as the prices. I'm not using Pancake or Quick Swap. For the most part, it's been 1 inch. It's a shame that they're not on FANTOM. They're not on FANTOM as of late. They probably will be sooner than later. Let's check out TradingView. Binance is up. Let me see FTM. FTM is what's been booming. And then we're going to cover specifically TOOM. Obviously, TOOM is one of the top boomers. I'll give you guys some of my opinions on TOOM. It's one of the top positions that I have on FANTOM. You can see your FANTOM against ETH. Sheesh. This shit is up 8%. Excuse me for my language, but it's an excitement. Let me click this ad. Still earning crypto from Brave ads, guys. Wow. I mean, it's a boom every which way, guys. Let me go back to this chart. You can see FANTOM against ETH is still warm. It's looking good. Look at this chart. It's looking like it's gonna pump. I mean, this thing could keep going up. Right now, our next resistance level is going to be at 0.002. We could double up from here. Okay, so FANTOM against ETH, FANTOM against USDT. It's at 44 cents, and this one is it's on strong buy against USDT. So, right now FANTOM's warming up. ETH against Bitcoin is still warm. Bitcoin's the leader. So, is ETH pulling up on Bitcoin? It's still buy. So we're still in a very warm environment. Right now FANTOM, all eyes on FANTOM, FTM. Let's go ahead and talk about TOOM. This is one of my favorite platforms. TOOM is the first algorithmic stablecoin on FANTOM Opera. TOOM is pegged to FANTOM. So TOOM is 45 cents. Now, one thing with TOOM, I want to be clear because, we all got to know this. When you're selling TOOM, you got to raise the slippage to at least 20% because there's a burn. Okay, so That being said, I think it's a little misleading. When you go to sell, there's a potential to have a slippage from 10 to 20%. So, something to take in consideration. Now, the gains still are very solid. I'm still in the cemetery paired with Tomb and Phantom because I figured there's less impermanent loss in that LP than others, and that I could reap the appreciation, Phantom's appreciation, and earn more APR than just staking Phantom alone. So, that's why I paired it with Tomb. But one thing to, consider is when you get that Tomb and you go to sell it, you're going to have to raise the slippage to 20, 21, 22% even. I've done that, but, so that being said, I was about half into Tomb and half into T-shares. Okay. But, I started noticing that I'm like, you know what? I should just go straight for T-shares because you don't have to raise the slippage so much. And the APR is way higher. The APR is like 1,000% for single asset T-shares. And I'm looking at the price, 960. I'm like, this thing is about to crack 1,000. In my opinion, IMO, it's all my opinion. So that being said, I said, let me grab some T-shares. So I moved some Tomb FTM LPs into T-shares. And then I staked into T-shares. Now, what's funny is that I staked those T-shares last night. It reset the clock, my withdrawal clock. But ever since last night, I haven't seen any rewards added to the rewards that I already had in my masonry vault. So I don't know what's going on there. I don't know if I just got to wait another 5 hours to see the rewards come in. But the advertised APR is like 1,100% right now here in the masonry. So you go ahead and check that out. So Tomb, definitely one of my favorite platforms. Shout out to Electric Buddha for bringing me back in. Shout out to Dab Master J Kaboom. I see you out there. So I would say Tomb is one of my favorite. And again, this is all my opinion. I could be wrong. This thing could crash and burn tomorrow. It could crash and burn today, for all I know. So far it's been okay. Okay, so you got the cemetery over here where you can pair up Tomb FTM, or you can go T-share FTM. I'm in the Tomb FTM because what I said, it seems like there's a little bit less impermanent. What I'm trying to do is capture the Phantom appreciation here while making a nice APR. I think the APR for this one is about 250 right now. So boom, moving on. Let's talk about Spooky Swap. Now this one's another one that I basically FOMO'd into yesterday. Let me bring up Spooky Swap. Spooky Swap is the main AMM or one of the main AMMs on Phantom, and it boomed today. Okay, it's at 631. This thing has gone up. Let me see. Pull up the Boo token over here. Boom. So Boo, this thing I think has a lot of potential. Look, hear me out here. It's ranked number 692. So it's still a little small fry. Okay. Market cap is 27 million. Okay. Max supply is a small supply. And let's look at its all-time high. All-time high is $27. So it's still 78% from its all-time high. So I feel like this token has room to grow in a bull market. And now we see the Phantom ecosystem growing, and being that Spooky Swap is the main AMM, perhaps maybe it will be positively impacted by the price appreciation, by Phantom's price appreciation. So I FOMO'd in to Spooky, basically around this price, around 6 and change. I already had some Spooky. With Spooky, you could stake single asset right here on Stake Boo. Stake Boo allows you to earn around 60%. It's not that wild, but I'm expecting perhaps maybe for the price of Buddha to increase. Total value locked on Boo is 108. So you can see what's going on there. So you could do single asset Boo, or you can go over here to Phantom Beefy, or you can stick it over here into let me go to the farm. FTM Boo is not too bad. You could pair it with Phantom and earn 109 right here on the platform. Okay, APR 109, which is not bad at all. So I did pair Boo with Phantom as well, but I was over here on Beefy, and I was snooping around over here on Beefy, and you could see that they got Boo Phantom for 186%. So instead of getting that 100, I went and I threw a bag over here on Boo Phantom LP on Beefy. So I got a little baggie there as well. So I did a little single asset and a little Boo FTM LP. So that's what's going on. So that. So let's move on to Spirit. But before I do that, let me go ahead and read what Gold Fuchsia is saying, because he's talking about the T-shares and Tomb Finance. He says, just learned that the cemetery T-share vault does not continuously tick up the way they do in the cemetery. Okay, yeah, I guess you meant the masonry. So he just learned that the masonry does not continuously tick up the way they do in the cemetery. Instead, it's delivered as one lump sum at the beginning of an epoch. What is that equation at the left of Spooky Swap? This equation is how much one Spooky Swap is equal. So one Spooky Swap is equal to about 14.7 Phantom. That's all it is, just the exchange rate. So thanks for letting me know about that as far as T-share. So if you're staking in the masonry, the rewards is going to take a little time for it to come in. They're delivered at one lump sum at the beginning of the epoch. Okay, so I restaked T-shares yesterday, and I didn't see any rewards come in since last night. So they should come in a few hours. Thanks a lot, Gold Fuchsias. I appreciate that. One of our OG boomers here. Okay, moving on. So Spirit Swap. So Spirit Swap is another market maker on Phantom. They're not as large. They only have $28 million value locked, but they have a nice looking UI, and they boom today a lot. So going over here to Spirit. It's the Spirit Swap token. They're ranked number 1346. This thing is a really little guy, a little small fry, 1345, up 45% today. Okay. And they all-time high of 32 cents. They're 87% from their all-time high. This thing is, I almost FOMO'd into this morning. I'm just seeing this 45% gain, but then I look how far it is from its all-time high, and then you look at its market cap, a $4.5 million market cap with a total value lock of 28 million is kind of a sweet spot, in my opinion. Let me be clear, I haven't jumped into this, but sheesh, it's certainly looking attractive. Let me know what your opinions are on this one, but this one is looking extra attractive right now. Now you can farm by pairing Spirit with Phantom, earn 84%, or you can stake single asset Spirit here for 32%. But again, go back to Beefy, because I think they got better rates. Let's go back to Beefy here. I think for that for that Spirit. See if I can find it. I think they had a Spirit FTM vault here that paid more. Let's see, search for it. No, it's not here. Oh, okay. I know where it is, actually. So let me move on. So it's not on Phantom. It's on this other platform that I just came across yesterday. I have the tab up. It's called Grim.finance. I just found this one yesterday. Let me hit refresh. There it is. Hold on. So this is a brand new one that I just came across. It only has 1.5 million locked. And this is a yield optimizer on Phantom. Now, again, this doesn't have much going on right now. This thing is kind of small right now, but tying into what I was saying, you could stake Spirit Phantom LPs here for 122%. So it's a little bit better than directly on their website, which on their website, it's 84%. So if you go to Grim, they throw you, probably they'll throw you that Grim token on top. And that's what that's the difference. So you can go Spirit FTM for 122 APY, or you can go single asset Spirit for 37% APY. These are APYs. Are they APYs on Spirit, or they're APRs? They're APRs. Remember, there's a difference between APY and APR. APR is the daily rate. APY is always a little bit more if you consider compounding. So I always want to focus on the APR because APY is inflated. APY is like if you compounded the entire year. So you know what? Grim is not looking that attractive. It's probably better just to go directly here to Spirit Swap. Don't quote me on that, but that's my hunch right now. Now going over to the exchange on Spirit Swap, look how nice it looks. It has a nice UI. It reminds me of 1 inch. Okay, let me click this ad real quick. Boom. All right, and you can see Phantom Spirit is kind of dumping right now, but it's a nice UI. You could buy other tokens here as well. You know, they got a lot of little baby shit coins, and you know they got basically all the coins. And then they just opened up a limit order. So this is like 1 inch. So you could set the prices here, which most AMMs don't offer. So this is very valuable in my opinion. Not only that, you can zap directly into LPs right here. They got a zap tab where you could just go ahead and click zap and it takes you to this zap. You can select an LP token and you could zap right into the LP token, you know. So it looks like, you know, they're adding some sort of ease of utility here. I'm liking Spirit Swap. Amen says, bro, the reason you didn't get rewards in your Mason Tree and Tomb is because the TWAP has to be above 1.01. I read something about that too. I don't know. I didn't get rewards since last night. I've been getting a bunch of rewards. So let's see, you know, like let the clock run out. I got like 3 more hours and we'll see. But, you know, I want to keep an eye on that. So, you know, let's keep an eye on Tomb because between the gates and the valves and all these clock and these timers and also the slippage that you need to increase when selling Tomb might lead to the APRs being a little misleading. You see what I'm saying? So you got to take all of that into consideration. I'm not, you know, I'm still in it to win it. It's definitely my one of my bigger moves on Phantom, if not the biggest one. So just keep that in mind. Let's continue to move on to through the DAPPS. Let's go to Scream. Scream, I've covered this in the past. This one is basically like Cream on BSC, a money market where you can lend or borrow. So let me open app. And they're going to have a launchpad, lending, staking, borrowing. So let's go to lending. And you can see some of the APYs and APRs here. You could supply, which is lending. You can they have all basically the blue chips, USDT, excuse me, Bitcoin, Phantom, DAI, ETH, USDC. You got some nice APYs on stables as well. So you could borrow or supply. The price of this token is at $11.59. This may move as well. Total value locked, total supply 33 million. So let's see. There it is. So Scream is another one, you know, I'm going to keep my eyes on. Let me look at where it's ranked at. This is still a small platform. Again, my hunch, if you're just tuning in, we see Phantom booming. Okay, it's, you know, obviously it's on the up and up. It's moving up ranking, and the technicals are favoring it against Ether. So while Phantom booms, I'm expecting for the DAPPS or a majority amount of the DAPPS and its ecosystems to follow suit. So, you know, we've talked about Tomb, Spirit Swap. Now we're talking about Scream. Scream right now is at 1172. It's not up that much. It's 12.9% compared to, you know, something like Boo. This one is only 18% from its all-time high. But, you know, the all-time high didn't occur during a bull run with Scream. Scream is a new token. So I think this could be a little misleading. Keep an eye on Scream. I think there's something here, guys. We just talked about Grim. I'm going to pass on Grim right now. Let's talk about Baby Boo. I just threw a little bag at Baby Boo. Okay. Hold Baby Boo and earn Boo. So I bought like maybe $500 or $600 worth of this. And just by holding this in your wallet, you earn Boo. You don't got to do anything. You don't got to click or claim or anything like that. You just get Boo. So I got a little baby bag of Boo. This is like a little, you know, high supply coin. And then you get airdropped or just dropped Boo. So check out babyboo.cc for their website to learn more. I don't know much about this token. Someone talked about it in the chat yesterday, so on a whim, I went ahead and bought it, and it's doing all right. But I threw a little bag at it. What else? Now, this is another one I talked about months ago during the last bull run, and I had a position for a while, but ultimately I got out. But this ecosystem is definitely attractive, and it hasn't really kapumped as of late. This is the Zoo ecosystem. This is also on Phantom. They got a lot of stuff going on over here. They have a DEX. Okay, they got charts. So if you know anything about PooCoin, they got like their own charts where you can track all the little baby alts. They have their own wallet where you could check out all the stuff on your wallet. And then they have an NFT marketplace, Zooplex. Okay, if you go to ZooDex, it's apparent that what they're trying to do is compete with 1inch. Look at the UI. So it'll shop around. It's an aggregator. It'll shop around for the best rate on Phantom, the same way that 1inch shops around for the best rates on Binance, Polygon, and Ether. Okay. There's an aggregator as well. I don't know what that is. Trade.zoocoin.cash. That one I haven't checked out. But let's look at the price of Zoo. So there's utility to this token. It's in both the exchange and the NFT marketplace. ZooCoin. Is at 1 cent, 0.012. It's up 12%. You could see that it is 16% from its all-time high. So, it's almost there. But, I remember getting in this token, and I liked everything about this ecosystem. It looks like it actually has utility, but there's just not a lot of volume right now. There's only $189,000 worth of volume. But, there's a nice UI. There's a bunch of links to different things. So look at, it has an NFT marketplace too. So, I had this bag for a while and I was holding on to it, but, I ended up getting out. Now that Phantom is booming again, I'm here snooping around. I like these NFTs as well. These NFTs are pretty cool. You buy them with Zoo. So anyhow, that's what it is. Let's go ahead and recap these Phantom DAPPS that are attractive, starting with Tomb, which is probably the one that I'm most paying attention to right now, that I'm most vested in, I guess. Tomb is pegged to Phantom at right now it's 45 cents, but when you sell Tomb, you got to raise the slippage to at least 20% because there's a burn. So the value of Tomb is pegged to Phantom, but when you go to sell it, there is some slippage, so you got to consider that if you're throwing bags. But nevertheless, I'm in it to win it, and I got a bag of that. And then you got T-shares, which T-shares earns you Tomb, and the APR is at 1,000%. There's a little discrepancy as to why the rewards may freeze on you when you deposit. Some say it has to do with the time-weighted average price. Others saying you have to wait for the epoch to reset. We'll get a straight answer. Either way, whatever the answer is I've been in T-shares in and out for over a month. It works. And the APRs are pretty high. So I'm because of that, I added more to my position last night, to keep it 1,000. So a comrade says, been using for months now. It's probably the best farm I've been in all the year. Yeah, I mean, I've been in and out for a few months as well. Recently, got back in a couple weeks ago. And yeah, it's been great. Like I just said, I added more to my T-share position yesterday. Eamon says, I aped in and realized the gods have blessed me. All right, well, congratulations. I'm not encouraging to ape in or ape out. Again, I'm just covering my opinions. You guys do whatever you feel is good for you. And if you win, I'm happy. This is all for entertainment purposes. I have no idea what's going to happen out here, guys. And nor do I know any devs, or I don't have any insider info or anything like that. But yeah, I'm certainly excited about this. T-shares under 1,000, so I did pick up more yesterday, basically at this price. I've been basically buying ever since about 500, 550. I picked some up around there, and we've been kind of averaging in till about now. So here we are, and then we got that Tomb FTM. So that's one DApp that's attractive. The other one that I like is Spooky Swap. Spooky Swap, you can LP, you could pair the Boo token, which is the native token to Spooky Swap, Boo. You could pair that with Phantom, and you could stick it over here directly on Spooky Swap, earn 109, or you could stick that LP over here on Phantom and earn one. I'll show you. I have it staked here. 189, I think, or something like that. Yeah, 186. 186. So you got Boo. Boo's doing very well today. Then you got Baby Boo, which allows you to earn Boo just by holding. I got a very small bag of this. This one I don't know much about. And then Spirit Swap, I haven't jumped into, and I was about to buy this morning. It said it's up like 45% right now. Spirit Swap is another AMM on Phantom that has a really nice UI. It looks like it may boom. It's about 80% from its all-time high. Total value locked at 28 mil. Current price of the token is about 4 cents. This one looks attractive. I'm not gonna lie. So you could stake single asset or farm. Spirit Swap. Scream is another one that I've got my eyes on. It's at $11.59. This is a market maker, a money market, where you can lend assets or borrow assets. If you know anything about Venus, Cream, Aave, this is very similar. Then you got Grim. This is brand new. I just came across this app. I don't know anything about it. I'm gonna be honest with you. It seems like you can stake some Scream and Spirit tokens here. You may want to look around. And ultimately Zoo. Zoo is another one that's attractive. So the ones that I got my eyes on that I haven't jumped into are Spirit, Zoo, and Scream. I've used Scream though. I have used Scream, and I have used Zoo as well. But right now I don't have any positions. So that's about it, guys. You guys also know, outside of Phantom, one of my favorites is on Matic is Adamant. And Adamant's been doing great. I see the price of Adamant's about $28 right now. For a while, I had been comfy in this MyUSDC LP, earning about 39% APY. But the markets are warm right now, so I'm no longer in stable coins. I'm all in altcoins. Okay, all my operating bags in altcoins right now because the markets are warm. So I got also a bag here of Addy wrapped ETH LP. The base APR is 373. This one's been going good. This one's also a little misleading, but actually probably better than advertised, because when the rewards are they're paid in Addy, but when you claim the rewards, you need to vest them in the vesting contract, and it takes 90 days to withdraw those vested Addies without penalties. Should you withdraw them before 90 days, the penalty is 50%. But here's the but. While it's staking and vesting in that contract, you also earn an additional reward in the form of WMATIC tokens. And right now, the APY for vested Addy is 61% paid for in WMATIC. So, it's a little misleading, but actually you end up probably getting paid more, because this Addy that you're getting paid is vested for an under 90 days, and then you start getting paid WMATIC on top of it. So, something to consider. I aped in. Eamon says, if anyone's still confused about Tomb, here's the frequent ask where they discuss it with a straight answer. Yeah, there's a Telegram. I heard there's also more action on the Discord. I'm not on those channels, but I know that that's where it's going on, and we got some people here from the chat that are, and they come back and report to our chat. So apparently the community is active on Discord, and we're talking about the Tomb financed community that's on the Phantom blockchain, and they're more active on Discord than they are on Telegram. And you could get more answers about the gates and the valves and the withdrawal timers and the epochs, and there's a few gates and valves. And I'll tell you, I think it's because of the gates and valve system that they've optimized that the price and the product is doing well. So that's what's up, guys. I'll take a few more comments and questions. Shout out to Kamran, Eamon, the rest of the boomers on Phantom. It's looking good. I'm excited about FTM. Let's look one more time here at FTM's ranking and see how much it's gone up. I think Phantom is going to approach a top 50 coin, in my opinion. I could be wrong. Phantom right now ranked number 90. We started getting aggressive on Phantom recently when it was ranked 107. So we've been watching it increase in rankings. We're still 53% from all-time high, so I think we have some room to grow here. Maybe we head closer to 50, 60, maybe even 70, 75 cents. If Phantom becomes a top 50 coin, what would its market cap be? About 639 million compared to its current market cap of Well, that doesn't make sense. Let's go back here. Market cap is 1.1 billion. Am I looking at the wrong one? Hold on. FANTOM. Market cap 1.1 billion. Okay. And then a number 50 coin is 3 billion. So yeah, I mean, this thing can technically almost 3x, right? Like, and still be a top 50 coin. So yeah, I think there's a lot of potential in FANTOM. Again, all this is all speculation. I can be completely wrong. I'm doing, guesses. I could be wrong, but let me know what your opinions are, guys. It certainly looks favorable to me. So, I'm in it to win it, guys. What's this tab that I got up here? Oh, Keck Tools. This is another chart where you can, if you have the token name, symbol, or address, you could chart it here on FANTOM, and I'm charting Baby Boo. All right, guys. Shout out to the boomers in the box. I'll leave it at that. Shout out to FANTOM. And, hopefully we see more booms, more kabumps, more kabooms. Make sure you check out the music by that artist that I played at the beginning, Shottie, Shottie. He's on Spotify, YouTube, the rest of them. Moskvich is the album, and part 2 is coming up soon. See you guys soon. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest. Champagne.